Now, in a significant escalation of trade tensions, Trump has imposed an additional 25% tariffs on Indian goods, bringing the total duty to a staggering 50%. This move is a direct response to India's continued purchase of discounted Russian oil and places immense pressure on a key U.S. ally. But more importantly, his threat to impose secondary sanctions signals a new front in global economic warfare. Trump's action against India is more than just a tariff hike. It's a precursor to the real threat of secondary sanctions. Secondary sanctions are a punitive measure that target a third-party country for engaging in transactions with a sanctioned nation. Unlike direct tariffs, which are applied to goods, secondary sanctions can be far more sweeping, potentially freezing assets, blocking access to the U.S. financial system, and severely limiting trade with American companies. Now, by threatening these secondary sanctions, the U.S. aims to coerce India and other nations to sever economic ties with Russia, effectively weaponizing access to the global financial architecture dominated by the U.S. dollar. The implications are profound, to say the least. For India, the 50% tariff will hit critical exports, making Indian products far less competitive in the U.S. market and potentially leading to a significant drop in exports. The threat of secondary sanctions creates even greater uncertainty, forcing Indian businesses to weigh the benefits of Russian oil against the risk of being cut off from the lucrative U.S. market. Beyond India, the strategy sends a clear message to other nations, including China, which is also a major buyer of Russian energy. The U.S. is signaling its willingness to use its economic power to enforce its foreign policy objectives. However, this approach is not without risk. It could push countries like India and China to seek alternative trade and financial systems, accelerating a move away from the US dollar and potentially fracturing the global economic order. As India has signaled refusal to budge to Trump's arm-twisting policies, the world is watching to see if this high-stakes gamble will succeed or if it will fundamentally reshape global trade alliances. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.